Welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week, we're talking about board committees and how you can better use committees to make your board more effective. Oftentimes, when I see a board who's not very effective, whose members are disengaged, I look at the committee level and I see that they're not using their committees very effectively. So, what can you do to make sure that your committees are effective? First of all, develop a committee structure that makes sense for your organization. Nearly every organization should have a finance committee and a governance committee. But beyond that, really, what do you need? Do you need a facilities committee? Depends if you own a building or plan to own a building. Do you need a programming committee? Depends if you need your board's impact, influence or input on your programming decisions. So think about where you are now as an organization and where you need to be and where your committees or your board members might be helpful. Second of all, make sure you have people on your committees who are committed to that particular topic. You want to have finance people on your finance committee. You want people who are connectors and ready, willing, and able to use those connections on your fundraising committee. Your committee should not just be an opportunity for people to sit down, brainstorm, and give the staff more work. Instead, they should be opportunities to extend the work of the staff and actually make it a little bit easier for the staff to do what they need to do. Which leads me to number 3. Your committees need to have a purpose. And so make sure that you have some kind of a charter for each committee that says, here's what you do, here's what you don't do, and make sure that they're adhering to that. And you make sure you are adhering to that by having very strong committee chairs. Your committee chairs should be running your committees, not your executive director. You want the appropriate staff person sitting on each committee. I couldn't imagine having a finance committee and not having the CFO on that committee, but they shouldn't be running it. They should be a resource for the committee, and they should be working very closely with the committee chair to make sure that what's being discussed is what's important. Just like your executive director and your board chair should be working arm in arm, so should your committee chairs and the person in charge of the area that that committee is supporting. That's this week's Fundraising Friday. Thanks. Have a great weekend.